That is the matter.
Mukatambi ako emmotoka yali evugibwa kuliko akasale ku mmotoka esuspect eyo gye yalimu ng'era ali ekwatibwa kamera zaabwe ku Nakawa Metal Fabrications nga yali evugibwa ng'edda mu bitundu by'e Lugogo.
My Lord, that is now the motor vehicle at Lugogo Rugby, proceeding towards New Vision traffic lights.
Yali etuuse Lugogo ng'edda paka ku New Vision ku bitaala.
As you can see there, my Lord, the vehicle proceeds towards Electoral Commission.
Ngali egenda mu bitundu bya Electoral Commission.
From Electoral Commission, it comes to Daily Monitor Junction.
Awo ng'etuuse ku junction ya Daily Monitor.
It proceeds now towards Chibuli.
Ng'egenda mu bitundu by'e Chibuli.
From Chibuli, my Lord, it comes to Kisugu Kabalagala Junction.
Ng'evudde Chibuli n'etuuka ku junction ya Kisugu Kabalagala.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord.
Ng'era ye emmotoka okuli akasale.
There it's now heading towards Kabalagala Junction.
Awo yali egenda mu bitundu by'e Kabalagala ku junction.
From Kabalagala Junction, I again see it at Heritage Junction, Kansanga.
Yaddamu n'erabwa ku Heritage Junction e Kansanga.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord. Proceeding now towards Chitalanga
Kati awo yali
Junction.
ng'egenda ku Kitalanga ku junction.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord, now at Bunga Market.
Ye emmotoka ng'etuuse katale k'ebbunga.
It proceeds towards Ggaba Trading Center.
Ne yeeyongerayo paka mu katawuni k'Eggaba.
As you see the camera named Ggaba National Water at the junction,
Ng'era kamera eyo yali ya Ggaba National Water ku junction eyo.
clearly captured it.
N'egikwata bulungi.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord. The next camera from National Water is Ggaba Trading Center. And that is that junction as you're coming towards the scene, my Lord.
Kamera endala eyamukwata era yali ya Ggaba Trading Center.
The direction is facing is the direction of the scene, my Lord.
Ng'emmotoka gye yali etunudde yali agenda eyo wali wakola ebikolwa ebyo.
My Lord, one of the features that I identified earlier on in the report is the back hind tire, the spare tire, as you see.
Ng'era bye yali yazula ku mmotoka eyo yali eyina spare tire emabega.
My Lord, from there, the next camera that sees this motor vehicle is a private camera at Renewal Circle.
Eyo kamera yali ya bwannannyini eya Renewal Circle, n'era nayo n'ekwata emmotoka eyo.
The activities I earlier on took you through are all clearly seen here, my Lord.
Ng'era byonna bye yatuusizza mu bujulizi bwe byonna biraba mu katambi ako.
Can you rewind a bit to see how it comes to renewal?
My Lord, that's how the vehicle comes to renewal. At the parking, there were other motor vehicles, but he came looking, searching for where to park, and parked right behind that black motor vehicle you see.
Nti eyo engeri emmotoka gye yatuukamu mu kitundu ekyo era n'apaakinga emabega w'emmotoka eyo.
Play on.
My Lord, that is how the suspect disembarked from the motor vehicle.
Nga ye engeri suspect gye yava mu mmotoka eyo.
He closes He closed, as I was earlier on explaining,
naggalawo
and
emmotoka
confirmed whether it was properly closed.
n'akakasa oba ddala yali yegadde bulungi.
Can you play it again? That particular activity?
Is that okay? Thank you, my lord.
And then
So he therefore now walks towards the scene.
Awo n'amala n'atambula paka ali ku ssiini oba we yatemulira abaana.
My lord, he finished about 12 minutes from there.
Ng'era kyamutwalira eddakiika nga 12.
I think you can forward it to when he returns.
That's what I'm trying to do, my lord. Is there returning, my lord?
Ng'era yoyo ng'akomawo.
As I earlier on talked about checking on the tire right at the co-driver's side, on the left-hand side. That is the activity there.
Era
He
yawo
checked it.
n'asooka ne yeekebejja omupiira gw'emmaaso gwa passenger.
After checking, he got into the same motor vehicle.
Ng'amaze ogwekebejja n'addamu n'ayingira emmotoka.
My lord, that's how he leaves that parking.
Nga y'engeri gye yavaawo ku parking eyo.
you may have to forward to the next camera if it takes longer.
There, my lord, he has left that parking.
Awo amaze okuba nga avaawo ku parking eyo.
From that parking, my lord, the next camera is Ggaba Trading Center. It sees the same vehicle joining the Ggaba Road from a minor road. My lord, it means he didn't come back through this junction. He used a shortcut and joined this Ggaba Road through a minor road.
Nti kamera zaabwe eza Ggaba Trading Center tezaamulaba ng'akomawo wabula yakozesa kappanya.
That is the vehicle there, as you see, my lord.
Ng'era y'emmotoka eri maaso nga bwe.
Then it proceeds now to the same route used now here.
Awo n'ekozesa era ekkubo erimu lye yabadde
The
akozesezza.
camera of Ggaba National Water
Nga ye kamera ya Ggaba National Water.
proceeds to Bunga Market.
Ng'egenda katale k'ebbunga.
As you may see, that is Oryx on your left. That is the vehicle proceeding, my lord.
Era emmotoka eyeeyongerayo.
Now, this is where I show, in this footage, it shows branch of point to a dark spot. This is the camera named Ggaba Shell at 12:31, as I earlier on said, my lord.
Ngera eyo kamera eya Shell eyeggaba eyakwata emmotoka eyo ku ssaawa 6:31.
Between that camera and the next camera is a distance of about 500 meters, my lord.
Nti wakati wa kamera eyo n'eyaddamu okumukwata waliwo distance ya meters nga 5.
Now from that dark spot, my lord, you see that vehicle getting back to this Ggaba Road at 14:19, as I earlier on said.
Awo neddamu nerabwa ku luguudo lw'e Ggaba Road ku ssaawa 8:19.
From 12:31, you see it again at 14:19. It returns to the road and drives through towards the direction of Kansanga.
Ngera yali evuga ng'egenda mu bitundu by'e Kansanga.
You see it at Kabalagala Chitalanga Junction.
N'ogiraba ku Kabalagala Kitalanga Junction.
It is here at Heritage Junction, Kansanga.
Neddamu nerabwa ku Heritage Junction e Kansanga.
From Heritage, it comes to, this is Kabalagala Junction, as you may see, my lord.
Junction ye Kabalagala nga emulaba.
As it's proceeding now towards Arena Mall.
Awo ng'ali egenda paka ku Arena Mall.
That is the vehicle now at Sharing, Nsambya Sharing.
Awo ye emmotoka ng'etuuse Nsambya ku Sharing.
And that is the vehicle at Arena Mall.
Kati nga ye emmotoka
Traffic
ng'etuuse ku
lights.
Arena Mall ku bitaala.
It takes the direction of Mukwano Road
N'ekwata oluguudo oludda ku Mukwano Road.
and arrives here at Electoral Commission, my lord.
Awo ng'etuuse ku Electoral Commission.
From Electoral Commission, Shell Ginger Road is right here, my lord.
Awo Shell Ginger Road eri awo wali
So
mulaga.
the vehicle branched to Shell Ginger Road,
Era emmotoka n'eweta awo ku mafuta ga Shell Ginger Road.
maybe also known as Kitgum House.
Era ng'ewayitibwa era nga Kitgum House.
So that is now the camera at Shell Ginger Road, my lord.
Nga yeeyo kamera eya Shell Ginger Road.
That is how the vehicle arrived at Shell Ginger Road.
Nga yeeyo engeri emmotoka gye yatuukamu ku Shell eyo.
The suspect was driving it, disembarks.
Era suspect yali avuga emmotoka eyo n'avaamu.
He interacted with the staff of Shell.
N'ayogera n'omu ku bakozi aba Shell eyo.
The suspect of Shell now, the staff at Shell now enters in the vehicle.
Ng'era omukozi wa Shell eyo n'ayingira emmotoka eyo.
Then the suspect participated in the activity of pushing that same motor vehicle.
Ng'era suspect naye yasobola okubeera nga asindika emmotoka eyo.
While being assisted by other staff at
Yeah.
Shell Ginger Road, my lord.
Ng'ayambibwako n'abakozi abalala aba Shell eyo.
And they pushed it to the parking within there, my lord.
Era ne bagisindika paka mu parking ku Shell eyo.
You play on, but we see the activity.
That is the suspect you're seeing, my lord.
Yoyo suspect gwe mulaba.
That is the other staff at Shell.
Yoyo omukozi omulala owa Shell.
Another staff joined.
Omukozi omulala n'abeegattako.
That is now the point where they began pushing. The suspect himself started pushing the vehicle.
nga oke kaseera suspect ye mwennyini n'atandika okubeera
Then
ng'ayeesejja
other staff
emmotoka,
joined
n'abakozi abalala nabo ne basindika
and pushed that vehicle. My Lord, from there, that is where the activity of first ends. Emerging from the Nanjala Road, somewhere here, my Lord,
ng'eraga suspect eyo ng'ava ku luguudo lwa Nanjala
while on a motorcycle, my Lord.
ng'ali ku piki.
This is where I sighted him, my Lord, on this camera,
nga we yamulabira ku kamera eyo
after identifying the dressing code
ng'amaze okutegeera engeri gye yali ayambaddemu
after his arrest, my Lord.
olunaku lwe baali bamukwata.
Is it zoomable?
Yes, my Lord.
Can you try to zoom it for court?
So at that point, my Lord, you see the suspect with the back bag, putting on the black glasses, the sunglasses.
Mu kiseera ekyo olaba suspect oyo yali ng'aweese ensawo ng'era ayambadde ne gaalubindi ezaali enzirugavu.
This camera is installed at Ggaba Bypass Road.
Nga kamera eyo eri ku Ggaba
As
bypass
you're
road.
coming towards Wentz Medical Center.
Ng'ojja paka ku ddwaliro lya Wentz
It's about 1 kilometer from the scene of incident, my Lord.
ng'eringa kilomita emu paka okusiini oba obattira abaana.
Play on.
That is the opposite camera now showing the suspect on a border heading towards the scene, my Lord.
Eyo kamera ng'era eraga suspect ng'agenda ku siini kwennyini.
From there, my Lord, it was at 10:16. The next activity you see is the victims being brought to Wentz Medical Center, my Lord, at 11:20.
Kati awo akatambi kali kakalaga abaana abo abaali baatemulwa ku ssaawa 5 nga baleetebwa ku ddwaliro eyo ku ssaawa 5:2.
The first victim was brought at 11:20.
Era victim yasooka yaleetebwa ku ssaawa 5:2.
Second victim was at 11:22.
Nga victim omulala owookubiri wali wamaze okuyitawo eddakiika 2.
Then the third victim was at 11:24.
Omulala yali bamuleeta ku ssaawa 5:24.
My Lord, that is the first victim, as you see here.
Nga yoyo victim asooka nga bamuleese.
Was rushed to the emergency room. The same person returns. One was carrying the first victim.
Ng'era omuntu eyo yali asitudde omwana oyo n'akomawo.
At 11:22, my Lord, that is the second victim.
Ku ssaawa 5:22 ne baleeta victim omulala oba omwana omulala.
That is the third victim now being brought at 11:24.
nga era
Here.
omwana yali owokusatu nga naye aleetebwa ku ssaawa 5:24.
My Lord, that is all about the footages at Wayne's Medical Center.